Did hashtag positivity help me on my week this week? Let's find out. This is This Week with BigC. So obviously last week was kind of a tough one. I didn't have a whole lot of footage to share just because I didn't have a lot of good things to say. And like I said a few videos ago, I'm trying to remain much more positive on this channel, and especially on this series, than I had in the past. Because even just by looking at the titles, almost half of the videos on This Week with BigC are very negative. So I'm trying to focus a lot more on the positive side of things rather than the negative. And this week was kind of an example of me trying to do that even when things might not have necessarily gone well. So there's more footage than usual, or than last week at least, so that's good. So let's get into the recap. Hey everybody, it is Sunday. I am currently out. Just picked up some cheap lunch, got some Chinese. I originally went out because I thought I had an item that I could trade in at GameStop to get some money, either just to have some more money or to try to do some more game hunting for the bargain game hunter, but without spending any actual money. And it turns out the item that I thought was worth a decent amount of money, they don't take anymore. So I just picked up my Chinese and now I'm waiting for the bus home. But yeah, I ended up taking today off just so I have one extra day to rest before going back to work tomorrow, because it's going to be a long road ahead. The next few weeks are going to be pretty rough. But I'm not going to talk about negativity. I'm going to focus on good things. So my hand is improving. I have more motion in it. There's still certain parts that hurt. Unfortunately, there's not going to be a way for me to go to the doctor anytime soon because I need to be able to get there and I can't right now. So I'm just going to have to tough it out until I can afford to get there, but that's okay. I will do the best I can. That's today. If anything else happens, I'll let everybody know, but nothing crazy. Hello everybody, it is Monday and I have a story to tell. It's not a good story, but at this point I'm just trying to find humor in my bad luck, just because it's getting laughable at this point, just how much happens all the time. I got up this morning to get ready for work and, you know, everything was good. I was up with plenty of time, got out the door plenty early, got to the bus stop. Bus wasn't even close to being there, so I got there super early. Bus pulls up and goes right past me because it was quote unquote full. So that happens lately. I guess a lot of people have to take the same bus that I do. I think it's dumb in that the bus service should have multiple buses if they're gonna quote unquote fill them, since a lot of people have specific start times at Disney, but whatever. At least I could still make it on time. I just wouldn't be as comfortable, and it wouldn't be, I wouldn't have as much time before my shift. So I'm like, okay, that's fine, whatever. So I go back home, chill for a few minutes, go back out, catch the next bus, get to TTC, and I'm looking for the bus that I'm supposed to take from TTC to get to work. Never shows. For those who don't know, for cast who don't have vehicles and take the Lynx bus, they have buses that take us to where we need to go in the morning. And I've never seen one just not show up. There just wasn't one. The two other buses going to other destinations were there, but the one that I needed just wasn't there. I'm like, that's fantastic. So eventually a random bus driver comes up and is like, hey, I don't know what happened to your bus, but I'm going to take you where you need to go. There's me and this other person. who needed to go to All-Star Sports. And All-Star Sports is closed right now. So because of that, the bus driver then had to call his dispatcher and get clearance that he was able to go to All-Star Sports, and it became this whole ordeal. And by this point, I had about 20 minutes to get to work, to clock in and get to work, and we hadn't left TTC. So I knew right off the bat, things were not going to be particularly great. Eventually we did leave. We had to go to All-Star Sports first, and then we went to Animal Kingdom. So by the time I got to work, I clocked in about 8 minutes late. Talked to my managers just to let them know, hey, all this happened. It was completely beyond my control. Nothing I could have done to prevent it. I don't know if anything happened regarding that, hopefully, but that's all I know. Not the greatest start to the morning, but my day did turn around. I left in a pretty decent mood just because it was actually a fairly good day at work. It was a short day too, so that helped. And then on my way home, I got the pretzel crust pizza from Little Caesars, which if you haven't tried it is delicious. It's essentially a pepperoni pizza with cheddar cheese sauce as the sauce and then a pretzel crust. It's fantastic and it's super cheap. So I picked that up on my way home as a way to kind of try to improve my mood after a terrible morning. And then I got home and just chilling. Actually, I'm working on my taxes right now because originally I thought I was going to owe like $1,200, and then I found out the reason why it said that is because it had my income for the year listed twice for some reason. One that was properly taxed and one that wasn't. So because of that, it said I owed $1,200 as opposed to the current thing, which is I think I'm getting almost $700. So that's good. So I'm going to try to get this filed today so that hopefully I can get my refund in the next few weeks. That will certainly help with a number of things. So yeah, that's my evening. Hello everybody, it is Tuesday, and one thing that Corey and I have both kind of decided we're going to start doing is trying to look more positively on things going around, mostly because both of us for the longest time just weren't happy with how things were going with pretty much anything. So rather than focusing on the negative, we figured let's just keep focusing on the positive and like really latch on to that, and hopefully that will improve our moods overall. So I started doing that today, and it actually did help. I tried to focus on the good things that are going on, and it did make everything a little bit better today. What also helped is after work, Matt came over, so we decided we'd grab some food and hang out, played a little Mario Party, played a little Wheel of Fortune. And while that was going on, something weird kind of happened. We were playing Wheel of Fortune on the Switch. All of a sudden, my wireless router decided to keep resetting. Now, we have a wireless router that we were given by our cable provider, Spectrum, and it's awful. We have to constantly reset it. I don't know if that's the connection or if it's the actual router. I'm going to blame it on the router. The router's terrible. It's an absolute piece of garbage. And we've had to constantly fix it, constantly reset it. There are days we have to reset it like 10 times. And we've tried to get it replaced, and each time Spectrum's like, oh, we see nothing wrong with it. It's working fine. I'm like, yeah, it's working fine now. It doesn't all the time. Anyway, I was checking to see, okay, why did it reset? But I figured, oh, it'll just reset and it'll be fine. Nope, it was stuck in a loop of perpetually resetting, and I couldn't get it to stop that. I ended up like unplugging it, plugging it back in, doing all these little techniques, and it didn't fix. So I called Spectrum, and they told me, yeah, it's definitely malfunctioning. We'll send somebody over, but they won't be here till Thursday, which thankfully Corey's off on Thursdays. I'm working, so I won't be here for it. But they're going to get somebody to replace it. Shortly after I got off the phone with them, it finally started working again. So at least it appears to be working for now, but I'm hoping that Spectrum will still come over and replace it, because that thing is a piece of garbage and I don't want to see it anymore. Just because it's working now doesn't mean it's going to continue working. So I'll take the fact that it's working now. That's good. That means we won't be without internet for a day and a half, but hopefully they'll replace it. So there's a little good things. Almost bad thing, but little good things that helped. Hello everybody, it is Saturday. My one full day off before I go back to work. Yesterday was kind of a partial day off. I didn't film anything, but I only worked a few hours. I did leave a little bit early just because it was kind of a somewhat unpleasant day. So they gave me the option, like, hey, do you want to go home early? I'm like, yeah, I'll go home a little early. That way I can have basically, a day and a half off before I go back to work and try to just completely work through my next schedule. So I'm pretty content with my decision there. Today's been good. I've been grocery shopping, relaxing, trying to get a few things done around my apartment. As some of you might notice, I have worked on clearing off my shelves. I did keep them kind of messy, and I do want to do a video tour of my gaming collection because people have requested it on the BigCTV Plays channel. So I'm still working on it. I got a few more things I have to figure out where I'm going to put them. But once I figure that out, I will probably do a game tour. We'll show off my consoles and all my game collection. So be sure to check out the BigCTV Plays channel when that video comes out if you want to see it. Other than that, today is just kind of a chill day. Nothing really crazy going on. Just relaxing, resting up, getting what I need done around the apartment, and then getting ready for another week next week. So pretty chill, low-key day. So there you go. Now let's talk about a video that's coming up later in the week. Here's a preview of an upcoming video. Continuing the Dollar General exclusive train, I heard about these a couple years ago, I think. I forgot about them though. And yes, I did search my local Dollar General. Apparently my local Dollar General just doesn't get any of the cool exclusive food items that the whole chain is supposed to have, including Maui Burst. But I finally found them, and I'm very excited. We finally have orange creamsicle M&Ms. Let's try them out. Bottoms up. And there you go. That is going to do it for this week with BigC. Thank you for watching. I'm hoping the next couple weeks will be a little more interesting, which they should be. I've got a few things that might be materializing over the next couple weeks, so we should get a little more excitement in this channel, as well as in the BigCTV Plays channel, which I'm trying to work on some more content for. I've only released 2 bargain game hunter videos on there so far, so obviously I want to do more than just that and actually get some gameplay footage on there, so hopefully that will come out fairly soon. Try maybe some more obscure games that I don't know a whole lot about. We'll see. But if you enjoy gaming content, be sure to hit the subscribe button for BigCTV Plays. It is linked on our main channel, so be sure to check it out. We're going to be posting some pretty awesome gaming content on there from here on out, so it should be fun. Anyway, new videos on this channel will air 4 days a week, so be sure to hit the subscribe button and click that notification bell. That way you know when new videos drop. And I will see you next week on This Week with BigC. Bye-bye.